Tory Lanez is expected to be sentenced today for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the feet, injuring her in 2020. Tory's been in jail since December after a jury found him guilty of 3 felonies. His defense attorneys filed a motion for a new trial, but a judge denied it in May. ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney at Hamilton Clark LLP, Brian Buckmeyer, is joining us for more on this. So, Brian, we're hearing that Megan might actually appear in court today and give a victim impact statement. What can we expect her to say?
Well, I expect her to be talking about not only how this case affected her before the trial, during the trial, but also afterwards. There's a lot of allegations that through his social media and through his followers, Tory Lanez has almost been terrorizing Megan Thee Stallion. And I think we're going to hear a lot about how this case has affected her and from a professional and personal standpoint. And that might go towards how many years in jail the judge ends up giving Tory Lanez.
So, Brian, prosecutors are asking for a 13-year sentence here, but Tory's attorneys are asking that he only get probation and then be released from jail to enter a residential substance abuse program. How do you see that playing out?
Well, that is a very, very wide gap. I think that if Megan Thee Stallion does testify and other people in Tory Lanez's camp does as well, that we might see a battle of kind of like a victim impact statements to see what they're going to advocate for Tory Lanez in the sense of what his rehabilitation could be like in the substance abuse program, what his life could be like after doing probation or maybe even just a short stint of jail, and how he can help the community and others through his experiences through the criminal justice system. While in the prosecution side, they're going to be talking about not only the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion's foot or at her feet, that his words before and after the trial show a type of malice that should warrant more than probation, what the defense is asking for.
Right, so again, it's the sentencing hearing today, though. Brian, what happens next in this case?
Well, back in May, Tory Lanez had already appealed his case, saying to a higher judge that the trial judge had mistakenly added in information about him telling Megan Thee Stallion not to report because he was on parole, or the fact that DNA evidence seemed to be a little shoddy, but still was allowed to come into the court. Well, the appellate judge says, no, there were no errors, so we're going to move forward. But don't forget, Tory Lanez is from Brampton, Ontario. That's just outside of Toronto, actually where I'm from. And so if he is convicted, this type of gun charge and discharging of a firearm could potentially see him deported back to Canada. They'll first allow him to do his jail sentence if he does go to jail, but there would be proceedings to see whether or not these charges amount to denial for re-entry into the United States.
Oh, interesting. All right, ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer, thank you as always for your time.